When it was first revealed, a lot of people were expecting Coffin Crasher to be an insane card, but it turns out there just aren't that many good targets for it. The one that obviously comes to mind is Obsidian Statue, but beyond that there aren't really that many big Death Rattle minions that you're looking to cheat out. But I thought I would also try out the Splitting Fester route. The main strength of the Coffin Crasher is it's a big guy that you can hit your opponent in the face with, and it's hard to remove, because it replaces itself with hopefully another big thing. And the Splitting Fester route is also a thing that you can use to hit the opponent in the face that replaces itself with other things. So imagine you play Coffin Crasher on 6, it dies and pulls out the Fester route, they have to kill the 4/4, which replaces itself with 2 2/2s, and then they have to kill those, and they replace themselves with 4 1/1s. So for 6 mana, you get 4 waves of threats, which is going to be a huge pain for pretty much any deck to deal with. I've also got a couple copies of Carnivorous Cube. You can kind of play it similarly to the Coffin Crasher, where you just play a big Death Rattle thing on the board and it's hard to remove because it dumps out more stuff. It can also be a way to activate your Coffin Crasher if it has too much health to kill off and you really need to pull out an Obsidian Statue. The cube has some combos with the Shadow Madness. I was thinking it would be a good meme if I could steal a Hadronox, cube it, pull back some Obsidian Statues, and then out-taunt the Taunt Druid. But Carnivorous Cube is also just a 4/6, so you can just tempo it out on turn 5. And it's not even a bad hit off the Coffin Crasher. It might seem like some anti-synergy since you're missing out on the Battle Cry, but if your 6 mana 6/5 pulls out a 4/6, that's just 3 stats better than Karen Bloodhoof, which is a card that has seen play, so I don't think it's too much anti-synergy. So since our strategy is big dumb idiots that stick on the board and hit the opponent in the face, I figured we want some pretty solid minions for early game. So because we're playing Priest, I've got a Dragon package. Duskbreaker is still broken even if it doesn't see that much play anymore. Got Keleseth because there's no good 2s, Cleric because we're playing Priest, Melios because why not? I don't think the card is actually that good. And then I guess the last thing to note is Twilight's Call. If you can hit Coffin Crasher and then your 1/1 Coffin Crasher can pull out one of your big dudes, that's pretty sick. If you revive an Obsidian Statue or a Fester route, that's pretty sick. The Twilight's Call is actually the main reason that I'm playing Fester route instead of, say, like a Deranged Doctor or something, even though this guy's bigger and punches harder. Or even like a Bone Drake, which would make probably a lot of sense in this deck since we have Dragon synergies. But if you Twilight's Call and hit Splitting Fester route, you put a lot of stuff on the board. It's a bummer if you hit the cube, but just try not to hit the cube.
Tyrande versus Magni. For Cosmodon!
Elune give me strength.
I think I like the turn 3 Glimmer route. Although the Warriors cards probably won't be very useful this game.
Is someone injured? Right away.
Obviously a pretty weak turn 2 for me. I might have an okay matchup against this warrior though, because I can just keep putting stuff on the board. Well, it's definitely Brawl. Do I even want a Brawl in my hand?
Right away.
I guess that's a threat. He could think it's some scary taunt minion or something. Probably just rush into that so I can push a little bit of face damage. Could have taken the value play and like double traded, healed up, drew a card. But I'm just trying to kill him.
How long can this go on? How long can this go on?
I think I'm just going to cube this guy to play around AoE a bit. So now I'm hitting him for 8 every turn. If he tries to AoE, then I still have 8 power in play.
Out of my jungle!
Well, that's a very good draw. Because now if my Coffin Crasher dies, I actually get something out of it. So if he brawls this board, sometimes it just gives me more power.
Maybe... No, no, no,
Alright, I'm gonna draw a card here, and then I'm gonna Twilight Acolyte this guy. Because I want to keep my stuff alive, so he's forced to AoE. Alright, so this barely even kills anything. Okay, he has coin for the fourth one. Alright, so I'm only showing 8 here. That's not too much, I guess. Play Anduin because every card I play from here on out can do 2 damage to his face. And given how difficult it is to AoE my board, I think there's a good chance he's going to be dying pretty soon.
How long can this go on? How long can this go on?
I guess I have to trade my guys off. I mean, I could just like throw a taunt in the way, but I need to get through these eventually anyway. Then I can play the Coffin Crasher. I still have 2 sick death rattles that threaten him a lot if he plays Brawl.
Maybe... No, 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 no.
Alright, so... Oh, he played the guy. Does he have a Whirlwind or something? Wow, he does play Whirlwind. Okay. So he's definitely still in this game. That's a pretty good draw. Alright, 2 threats in play. Again, one of them puts more stuff on the board. And then with the second statue in hand, even one of the Coffin Crashers replaces itself.
Let the pain speak to me.
Seen double Warpath already. So it's pretty hard for him to deal with my stuff. Although I guess Warpath wouldn't have been good this turn. I wonder if I should just kill my own cube here, just to get the 2 6/5s out. 7 to 9. He has Brawl. 1 guy will live, and I'll get this guy in play, so he should die. But I can also just hero power him a couple times, right? And then he's at 5, so he has to deal with this board anyway. I believe I have lethal with Duskbreaker here. Shoot. AoE. Shoot, cube, and 5. I think even if he picked up a Brawl, that game would have still been pretty easy. Man, yesterday it was Hunters every single game, but I haven't seen one in a while. This hand kinda sucks. Need to pick up a dragon. Looks like he's a recruit list, by the way. His deck might just scale better into the late game than mine, so this could be an issue. I don't think I want a coin here. Ideally, I pick up a dragon and then I go Scale Worm into Coin Coffin Crasher. Or no, it'd be Coin Scale Worm into Scale Worm. I don't know. Figure it out. I guess I want to play this. Does he play any dragons I could steal? Probably not. Well, there's a Candle Shot in play, so I'm gonna assume it's Candle Shot. There's a dragon, so I can run into this guy if I want. Probably worth it. It just turns around and dies to the Candle Shot. I think it's still the play. Well, this guy's kind of good in here, but coining out a Coffin Crasher is not bad. The only death rattle I have is the second Coffin Crasher, but that on its own is a pretty big threat, just a 6/5 into a 6/5. And I still have, what, 6 more death rattles in the deck that I can draw into. Plus just getting it dead for the Twilight's Call is pretty good as well. Alright, so kill his taunts, I guess. Then I'm just gonna heal that guy back up. Could have maybe tried to draw a couple cards with Cleric and Power Word Shield there, try to find another death rattle. But I don't think it was super important.
How long can this go on? How long can this go on?
Is someone injured?
Kill this guy so he doesn't just die to Candle Shot after this trade. Maybe I just go ahead and Duskbreaker here. Kill my Cleric, leave my 5/4 in Candle Shot range. But I do get to push 11. I think I want to draw a card here. That really paid off. What if I just hit him in the face? What are the odds that I actually want to hit 3 minions with this? Probably not very high.
Where's my...
Okay. I think I prefer the taunt to a charger here, probably. Wow. I don't know if I can get behind that instead of killing the Coffin Crasher. Alright. Let's do this so I pull out the obsidian statue. And then I guess I'm just gonna steal some stats there. Could have played a Tar Creeper instead, but it seemed kind of bad. I think I want this to kill Katharina, even if it does give him a charger. Kind of a bummer. I don't know, the 2/6 in play doesn't really do anything. Maybe it's not that big a deal that it lives. Okay, I can Candle Shot that guy now. So his hand is Hunter's Mark and Tar Creeper. You can play the Twilight's Call here. There's 2 Coffin Crashers and an Obsidian Statue. Coffin Crashers don't do anything, Obsidian Statue might even be a liability. But if I wait, then Cube gets added to the pool. I could bump here. Duskbreaker kills both of his guys. He pulls out I guess that's a charger at this point, and then I can Hunter's Mark and kill it with Candle Shot. That actually seems pretty good. I think I just have more big stuff in my deck than he has in his. So his threats remaining should be a Lich King and a King Crush, I believe. Unless maybe one of those things he played already was from a Stitch Tracker and I wasn't paying attention. Very good chance of that happening. So he has Hunter's Mark and a Mystery card. And use the Shadow Madness just to kill a Tar Creeper. Sure. I don't think it really does much past this point. He could maybe have, like, Play Dead here, but it doesn't pull a Charger, so I don't think it really matters. I think this pulls exactly Lich King at this point, so I shouldn't have to worry about dying here. Okay, so he can send me to 5 here. Well, I guess I play that. So the question is, do I want 2 health or do I want to shoot him for 2? I can go to 12. Doesn't really make that much of a difference against Death Coil. I lose either way to Frostmourne. Well, maybe not, because I have this. I don't know. I think I want the health, but maybe it's just wrong. Hopefully this doesn't pull like a Katharina. He Stitch Trackered the other one or something. Alright, good. Oh, nice. So I just dealt with all of his stuff, and apparently he got a bad Lich King card.